I want to ask you, Honorable Ken, is it safe to say we are in a one-party system in Nigeria?
Okay, probably it's a good question. In fact, as a matter of fact, I feel this question is designed for me.
All right.
Being a chieftain of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and I can what is authoritative? I can say for sure, our dream is to make sure that we stop Nigeria from sliding into a one-party state, because it from history, when you don't have an opposition, you create corruption, you create inefficiency, you create bad governance. And what we have trying to analyze from the beginning of this program is just exactly what you've just summarized. We're having issues with governance in this country, corruption, institutionalization of governance institutions against the opposition, because this administration start planning for re-election from day one. They are planning for second term from day one, leaving governance and planning to stay in office. And that's exactly what you're trying to see. That rather than bringing out policies that benefit the common man, they are strategizing how to allow, and twist, governors, to come into a one-party state. It is dangerous. I mean, everybody who cares have said that from our founding fathers, from Ahmadu Bello's, the Tafawa Balewas, the Nnamdi Azikiwe's, the Chief Obafemi Awolowo's, the Aminu Kano's, they understood the diversity of Nigeria. And they realized that, having a one-party system in Nigeria will be a total chaos, will be a total, a call for anarchy. That's why we have the NNPP, or what is it called? That's how we're doing the UPN. Yeah, but even before the NPN, before the GMPP, but even before then, the Northern People's Union and the rest of it, they understood that. Action groups, NCNC, and the rest of it. They understood the diversity of Nigeria, and they understood that, what is the unity about Nigeria? Unity is not about, that we are all going to look alike. Unity is, that you be what you are, you remain where you are, but we have a common shared purpose. We have, we shared leadership that is inclusive, leadership that allows you to do what you have to do in your particular region, but come together to have a national. That's what we are missing. And so, and if you look at it, I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong in political realignment if it is done out of ideology. But what we see in Nigeria is, especially under this administration, is arm twisting. Okay, look at Fubara. You just gave an example. Somebody who was solidly a PDP state have almost the backing of the people. People stood march on the street for him. People were ready to die for him. And just one visit to Aso Rock, Tinubu is now the protector of Fubara, just like in Delta State also. Delta State, the PDP state, they went to bed as a PDP in the night, and they woke up in the morning as APC. Where is it?
How Governor Bolori telling us that he wouldn't move to the APC because the rumors were already spreading. And then I think I was with
he swore he will never move. He swore he will never move. And that brings us like, why would you have to take this administration serious when they give promises and when they bring out policies and the rest of them? Because it's over and over, it's been obvious that they will never keep to their promise.
Okay, I'll come back to you, but let me ask you, Godfrey. Let's take a look at the oppositions in Nigeria. I'm happy you are a chieftain of the ADC. That is, a new coalition platform. And except things have changed in the last 24 hours that I don't know. the aim is to unseat President Bola Tinubu. I've seen Nasser El-Rufai reiterating this, even when he officially moved. Atiku Abubakar, one man that a lot of Nigerians have described as he wants to get into power by force. The ADC have not, successfully brought in P2B. That is a conversation for another day. But when you look at the opposition parties in Nigeria, from the ADC, the ones I really know, SDP, and the ones that, is often talked about, PDP. I don't even know. I don't know what to say about PDP. But when you look at the oppositions, can they, because we're entering into an election year, or pre-election year, can they really mount a challenge against the APC in 2027?
Well, if that question is for me, I think what is important now is for us to see how our democracy can survive. You want to ask me, is Nigeria's democracy endangered? I would say yes, it is. Why is it endangered? There are key principles, key pivotal features of democracy that are either have been kicked out or are being kicked out. Ask me which and which. In a democracy, you have separation of power. In our democracy today, there appears not to be separation of power. The founding fathers enshrined this so that, because of the belief that power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And the danger of having strong men instead of strong institutions. Today we have a strong man in Aso Rock, and on his mandate the judges stand. On his mandate the National Assembly stand. Whether it's the mandate that was given before or the one that is to come, that is being preempted, And so you find out that the National Assembly cannot have the oversight function. That's why every other week there is a notification to the National Assembly that the executive is going for a fresh loan. And we see the loan burden being increased on a daily basis. I think there's a platform that described it in one of today's papers as being that the future of Nigeria is being buried on a mountain of loans. But if you had a National Assembly that recognized that it has its own separate powers to ensure that there are no excesses, no corruption on the part of the executive, then there can be checks and balances. But as it is today, that is critically lacking. And so I can as well, if I belong to the ruling platform, I can as well take this mic away from you and tell you, meet me in court. Because I know the disposition of the court. The court is not going to ask, why did you take away the... It's about, Godfrey Rubaka took Prince Mike. And Godfrey is of so political delineation. Technicalities. He took it because he needed it. So that the program can run faster. Then you justify an anomaly. That's where we are. And so you cannot clinically separate the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature now. And so there also, it appears to some of us that there is a critical arm of the presidency that is going shopping, making people compromise and come to be protected.